Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here from the Hermitcraft server. Oh yeah, where things are going swimmingly. Look at that, the miracle of bees. The bees have returned. But before we look into this miracle, first of course, as it became a very important tradition in our episode, we're here to appreciate everything, that revolves around the Hermitcraft community. And one big part is, of course, our amazing artist community that creates amazing art pieces. And this time, we featuring Error the Stuff over on the Tweeters. Check out all the important links in the video description. Make sure to support these artists. Go there, leave a comment. And if they maybe have art for sale, consider maybe one of their amazing art pieces could, make your living room or your gaming room look 10 times more epic. Support them. They are amazing people and extremely creative. Look at this amazing art piece. I mean, it has so much cool stuff going on, and I love the vibe of it. Me sitting there inspecting my bionic arm, right? And in the background there are some mysterious things going on, and planning and plotting and redstone. I love it. The creativity is just absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Error. Absolutely amazing. Keep them coming, guys, every day. It's a delight for me, to check the Twitters, the Reddit for your amazing fan art. Is just a pure joy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, B, as well. They returned. No, it was not a miracle, actually. I did spend quite a lot of time finalizing our front facade design for now. I mean, there's always detail that gets added over a base that is actually used and lived in. We want to evolve this thing over time, but we need to do certain steps and make progress. And now all our rhombi or diamond-shaped areas here are filled in with our design pattern we agreed with, like having these solar panels and these things going on. And of course I also went ahead and went around and grabbed a few more beehives that are now installed. Like, for example, here, this is a new one, and some of them had some bees. So yeah, bees returned, a few of them, but already I only saw one being around here again. And at the moment, to me, this is the biggest mystery in Minecraft, actually. Who takes the bees? What's happening to the bees? It's the new Herobrine. Pretty much, I really have to get the hive mind to investigate the bee situation. Like, for real. What is happening to them? Are they just getting distracted, right? I saw some, then they fly up here, and then they end up flying down here, and then maybe I thought they get into tracking some other stuff that is around here. But as you can see, I also removed quite a bunch of flowers back here. I mean, there is some still, but right, I was thinking maybe they just get lost and then, track from one flower to the next, and then at some point all of a sudden are over here, all of them. But no. Wait, we need to check something, actually. We need to check something. Right, you know how much time I spent here. Did Mumbo's farm ever spawn a slime? Okay, if you have one slime block in there, you can call it a success. Okay, leave your bets down in the comment section. Alright, pause the video and now say yes, okay, he found slimes, or no. Okay, he got slime. Okay, let's check. Are you ready? Okay, left your comment. Here we go. Nope. I mean, it spawned all kinds of other stuff. There's some gunpowder in there. Nice. Ooh, an ominous banner. It spawns anything but slime. Nope. No. Oh god, everybody that was betting on there is some slime might regret their decision. I'm even gonna check this hopper. Think something blew up here or so. No, nothing. Okay, last chance, this chest. And drum roll. Not a single slime. That's actually crazy. I mean, I would think, I knew this thing would not be like really efficient or so, but at least one slime. Come on, Mumbo deserved one slime. We might have to get a slime, one slime and a ball and put it in there, so at least when he comes back and checks on it, it's not Utter, utter devastation. That poor Mumbo. Anyways, the bees, right? The biggest mystery. What happens to them? Are they just, like the axolotl sometimes, acting stupid, getting stuck somewhere and suffocating or what? Or are they just trekking away? Or are they literally just vanishing, right? We had these issues in the past in Minecraft where entities would just vanish, like villagers on chunk borders and similar, right? I don't know, sometimes AI just behaves weirdly. Like, for example, this guy as well, right? I was when I was doing the decorations downstairs for our floor designs, which you guys enjoyed, right? I had to rip out some blocks here, and then obviously some of the blocks here, gravel fell down and changed, and then one of them swam out of that half slab hole they were both stuck in, and kind of wandered around and then ended up here, and has also since that not moved an inch. It's also kind of stuck in there. They can't get out of like a configuration like this. Like if you have something waterlogged below, like the stair, it seems, on this half slab, and then the water is flowing on top of them, they're stuck there forever. So it kind of is also a nice and safe display. I would say if you want to have your axolotls sitting there and not swim away, I think have a waterlogged block below, like stair and slab, and then have water flowing on top,
Hello.
and then they're stuck. Hello. Oh my god. I'm spending too much time with the hive mind. I forgot to log out of the chat room last night. We've been spending 4 days non-stop developing what we're gonna build today, and I was still in the chat room, totally forgot. But I was muted myself, but had not muted my headphones, so I could hear. So Messes just joined and goes like, "Hello." Yeah, that's how we meet. Like it's like 7:30 or something crazy in the morning right now. We've been at it non-stop. So yeah, you got a little look behind the scenes. Hello. And he was not hearing me record because my mic was muted. Ah. Funny. Hello. Where were we even? Oh yeah, weird behavior. I need to talk about that with methods right away now. After I'm done recording this segment, we need to still do some final tweaks for the design we want to build. Anyways, that's one thing I've been doing. Secondly, if you look around closely, wait, I'm gonna fly off a little bit. The World Eater. East side, right? No, this is west side. West side part of it completely removed. Over there, the east side is still mostly there. You remember we sent off a few flying machines. They docked over there. So now I'm debating. Like, I see quite a bunch of comments that say people got, emotionally attached to the World Eater. They say, come on, it was such an epic project. You should preserve a little bit of it. For memory, as a little monument, as momentum. And now I'm kind of on board with this idea a little bit. I guess we will, keep a little chunk of it, maybe here in the corner, or just one, or we just take one piece, one of the TNT Tuber segments, cut it out and put it in a prominent spot on a pedestal or somewhere over at main base. But we used the original blocks, we just literally transplanted. That would maybe also be cool. Oh man, yeah, that idea just came up. That's the cool thing. When you guys leave comments, we kind of pollinate each other, right? I got your idea there now, hey, you should really preserve some of it. That didn't really come to my mind. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna, rip it out and recycle it. Maybe even send another trencher over there and just bomb it out so it's gone. And I don't have to deal with mining it out manually because it takes a long time. And now we should put a piece of it on a pedestal and make a monument to it. Oh yeah, wait, I can't sleep. I'm also killing phantoms at the moment. As you can see, there's a few phantom heads, and I'm collecting their membrane. So yeah, but let me know what you think about preserving a bit of the World Eater and putting it somewhere. I think that would be pretty glorious. Anyways, that's not all I did. As you can maybe see down there is a little entrance to a tunnel. And yeah, I've been digging that out too in preparation of what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do some epic add-ons to our creeper farm here. By the way, thank you guys so much for your feedback about the creeper farm. It highly motivated methods, and he's been spending days, further developing this design and making it more crazy, and now it does something like 60,000 gunpowder per hour in an adjusted design, and now he said he's mad. We didn't have more time to develop this, because then we could have put the even more crazy version on here, and maybe I'll redesign it at some point. For now, this thing is doing great. And by the way, Methods also agreed he will do a little showcase explanation video for it in the coming days, weeks, you never know when they find time to do that, and put it out there, and you guys then can check it out, download it, and maybe put it in your perimeter. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so I ran it for a little bit, like, really an hour, like everything down there below is full. It's actually kept out at the moment, I think, yeah. Fully full. So it works amazingly well. I have set up a beacon behind here in case, you use it AFK style with the looting. Obviously, swinging your sword will eventually drain your hunger, and then if you don't, have regen and stuff going on here, you could actually starve to death by whacking that armor stand. Yeah, so that's where we're at. The tunnel there is long and intriguing. Took a while to dig, and it goes in a, it's random tunnel. It's not at a very specific location at all, and those little indentations here, bigger space, is also completely random. Nothing to do with anything. It's a pretty long tunnel, actually. Yeah, here we got another one of these spots. Now, if you count, it's like 2 of these spots. You keep on going. Ooh, what do my eyes see? Some more building blocks. Yes. Awesome. We might need them today too as well. I love me some building blocks. There's so many of them. Alright, yeah, and then this tunnel keeps on going in a straight shot direction. Completely random direction, obviously. Completely random direction. Alright, good progress being made here. I am building a really cool new piston bolt design by Inspector Talon. He showed that principle for the first time, and then a lot of people went at it and added some things and changed some things, added a block here and there. We took the principle of Inspector Talon and turned it into this piston bolt setup, which is really easy to build, way less tedious rail placement, and with flying machines even less, but even manually it's pretty easy to do. You always follow this pattern, like this, and then you do plop plop to get the proper rail curvature, just like that. And you can't do it like this. As you see, you really have to face the proper direction, then you have to redo. So you have to do this, and then you go facing this way, plop plop. Then you go again, glass block, floor to get the proper bend, and then come in and do this. And the good thing is, if you make a mistake and something breaks somewhere in the middle or so, you don't have to go all the way back. You can always pick this pattern up again. It's a huge advantage of this piston bolt already. And it's also really easy to make transitions with a piston bolt like that. I show you later. Like we have this, we're going east-west, and now we're going north-south then, and the transition over there is super easy, and the design is really slim, compact, and well thought through. So really, really good. And yeah, I'll just continue with my track pattern here, right? Up, down, then turn, turn, up, down, turn, turn. And later I just have to go through, come back and remove these rails and remove those. And then we have the structure we need, just like that. Very easy to do. Good stuff. So yeah, let me put those rails in. Alright, I have all my tracks in, It's actually really easy to do, and another cool thing about this piston bolt is actually you can have glow lichen or whatever light source you want right behind here, this pistons, and I just used glow lichen, right? That's very slim, easy to get, and gives a nice shimmer. That's what we want. And here you can see the transition. You just coming in like that and going this way. I mean, you know, a little bit of delay, everything fits into footprint here, super easy to build. And I'd say before we cover the whole thing up with glass, because that's the plan, we can also take a first test ride. Give me a minecart and hop into it. Nice transition, boom. We're cruising, baby. Oh yeah. Nice. And back here, let's see if the transition worked as well. Yes. Here we will actually transition into a water elevator. And that's a different story. First now, I need to go ahead and cover this all. Whoops. No. Not another bedrock hole. Not be the first time I get stuck down here. You know, yeah, need to cover this with glass, but quickly the bedrock hole story. Like, you know, there is areas that are accessible only while flying in, like these or something, right? And then I browse around here, pick something up, and come flying in like this, glide, you know, and then I'm stuck in a bedrock formation like that, one by one hole, and I had to kill myself actually once, suffocate myself with a piston in a block I had to die and get out of the hole because I couldn't fly out anymore. So, you know, this whole bedrock formation here is definitely a death trap in itself. But yeah, Piston Bolt works flawlessly, really cool, fast. As you know, I just love my piston bolts. And, you know, this just follows the mantra. In here, in the perimeter. I mean, sure, we're using cheap building blocks. But other than that, everything in the perimeter is absolutely top-notch technology. No corner cutting. Even if you just need to bridge this short distance here, there's not going to be normal railway. It's going to be a brand new piston bolt design. You know what I mean? The goat way. Ah, riding a piston bolt is just always joy. Oh, hello Keralis. Recording, can't say hi. Although, come on. Hi. Yeah, oddly enough though, or funnily enough, we actually will not get the joy of riding this piston, oh god, the bedrock holes, riding this piston bolt. Actually, it's not for us, it's for our creeper friends we farm in here. Yeah, we're gonna send the creepers on a ride to over there, towards the random direction, alright? And yeah, of course now we have another small or minor problem here. If we want to get creepers, while right now we have a really rudimentary setup here, right? We have the creepers sitting up in there, and then we hit our armor stand, and that kills them. So we need to build a system to funnel them to somewhere else, and then transfer them to over there. But behold, new problems on the horizon. If you want to move creepers around, you actually want to name them, right? If you don't name them, they will despawn as soon as they get out of render distance, and you don't like that, because then, well, everything would be in vain. So, haha. Now the challenge is, we need a system to pick up creepers here, to store a lot of them, best infinite amounts, then be able to pick out one of them out of our infinite storage, name them, and then be able to put them in a minecart and send them on away. Sounds complicated? It's not. If you have the power of the hive mind behind you. Indeed. So yeah, let me build something up here, and then we look at something completely cool and yeah, brand new, never shown before in public actually. Yeah, good old 5-head methods was added again. Alright, here we go. Slime alarm. Whoop. Let's name that guy, and whoa. Did we get him? Yes. Nice. Hello. Okay, yeah, we can get him in there. Let's grab ourselves a rail and time it properly. Okay, he's away. Boom, in there. Off we go, and up and in. Beautiful. And now we can actually go ahead. Do I have my levers on me? No, I need to grab one. Power that rails and remove all the helper blocks, and then we got it. Where is my... where's my levers, man? The big question. Wait. Oh, I'm blind. I did have them in my inventory. Levers is one of those things, like, yeah, definitely can be missed. I feel like I often am in the spot where, like, where's my levers? Alright, powered it, thing is locked in place, and yeah, now let's clean up, and then we do the big testimonial. Can't wait. Alright. Turn on the creeper farm, and now we can give this system a little bit of a test. So what are the great advantages of this super complicated looking setup here? Well, as you know, storing mobs is difficult because, well, if you want to store mobs, you will, you know, experience entity cramming. Just like in this holding chamber here, right? Like if you have more than 24, we will see the sizzling begin kicking in, and they will kill each other just by their sheer presence. So there is this well-known trick that you can use vines to break collision boxes, and therefore, you know, they will not suffocate, and you can bypass the entity cramming. Well, big disadvantage of all this is, well, if you wanna pick out individual mobs out of such a holding cell, and you're using vines to counter the entity cramming, you can't pick them up with minecarts, because, well, what the vines do is disable their hitbox, so you can't pick him out again. So the challenge is to have a system that can store in theory infinite amounts of mobs, and you know, pick out even one and then put him in a minecart to do some stuff with the mobs. And that's exactly what this thing can do. And we have a slime in here. That is the overkill part, just, you know, for the funs. But this system can handle 700 mobs per second coming in, and yeah, you can see what happens to those. They get just pushed up there and perfectly aligned and stored. And yeah, that slime is playing a big role into that. And yeah, you know, we can infinitely pump mobs in there, as many as we want. But we don't want to do that. So therefore, we can also just close our gate here again. And yeah, mob farm goes back to normal mode. We can quickly turn off the mob farm. We have enough creepers for our demonstration now. And yeah, now actually this whole system comes into play. What we want to do is we want to grab an individual creeper and name it. So first we're gonna trigger the system once empty. This minecart is a goner, and we can pick it up later. It needs to be primed like that. There always needs to be a creeper in there, and now we're ready. And yeah, pretty much straightforward. We wanna go there and get close to the creepers and be able to name them and keep them. So that's a done deal now. We named them with something appropriate, and then we would just do this, press here, send the creeper off, and the next creeper arrives. And yeah, this way we can quickly name a lot of creepers. Some of them took damage now from the entity cramming. That's why, yeah, the system just felt it normally would not happen. They took entity cramming damage here, and they were so softened up that they died. Right, but yeah, you can see if you press here, we can clean up the minecart mess later. Yeah, we have quite a bunch of already pre-damaged mobs in there. Alright, that's good. From the entity cramming, right? Not from this chamber here, though. Don't get confused. Alright, and yeah, we name them, right, and then send them off. And yeah, they just fall down. And speed away. Bye, creeper. And yeah, arrive back there where we further process them. I got one more of those name tags, and yeah, another creeper there. So yeah, boom, send one more just to see it again. High speed creepers. Nice. And then they end up back here, obviously, as they are named. They're not despawning. In this way, you know, we can select a whole lot of creepers. And yeah, if we activate the flow here and don't let them be damaged before, you know, this will be not a problem. Them dying there when they drop down. As I said, it was just because of the cramming before. Because that would defeat the purpose, right? If our entity cramming protection chamber would actually cram, that wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, Works like a charm. And oh god, bedrock hole, my biggest new paranoia. Don't. Now I need to get rid of those creepers back here, because we actually need to build something. I don't have a bow. Well, okay, that went well. No. Hey. Don't you push each other. Alright, good. I think we got it under control. I want to recycle these minecarts. We want to use them. But yeah. Oh, okay, I think all the damage was shielded. Yep, nothing happened. No rails blown up. This time, bedrock was our savior. Shielded all the explosion. Okay, I think we got it all. Yeah, a little bit was taken out here. That's not a biggie. We can fix that. Oh no, bedrock hole. Help. Yeah, let me continue. What's next on the agenda? Well, we bring the creepers up to here. Now, we would actually like to transport them further up. Alright, let's pretend we are a creeper. Let's go on a journey the creeper would take so far. We jump down here, right? We are named, and now we are on our way. Sizzle, zzz, ready to blow up. Sizzle. You know, make it through the piston bolt, and then we get snagged and pushed up through this bubble elevator for a bit, and boom, we pop out up here. Really clever way, by the way, for a minecart transition with bubble elevators. Just use scaffolding on top and a rail, and the minecart will snap through. But make sure this scaffolding is also waterlocked. You need one on the side here to be able to, you know, free-floatingly place it, kind of, right? Here's the water bubble column coming up, and then snap, we go up here. Up here we have two options. You know, here what we want to do now is build our proper magazine, where we store up to 60 or more creepers in a very clever and super dense way. As you know, if something is riding in a minecart, normally, you know, we would be 2 blocks tall, creeper is standing in there, right? But yeah, that only applies if entities stack from on top of each other. This means if you have a minecart with a creeper and throw another minecart on top, well, the minecart will sit on this height, right? It will sit on the creeper's head. Not so, though, if you push minecarts with entities into each other from below. So if you use something similar, a bubble column, we could store a lot of creepers. Pretty much every creeper would take the space of one minecart, so only 1 block high. That makes it really space efficient and cool. You know, haven't done a pest dispenser in a while, and this design we also completely reworked and made something new and cool. So yeah, that's always something. And yeah, from this magazine, obviously we need to know, hey, you know, we're full. Magazine is fully loaded, we got like 60 creepers stored here or something. Then we can detect that, and a signal will come out here. And yeah, that will then unpower. And if we send more creepers, you know, they will not go into the magazine and cause any clog ups. They will just come around the corner here with the minecart and ride straight into the lava and get burned there, and the minecart will get burned too. Don't need to, you know, minecarts are like throwaway items, pretty much, with the iron farms going on all over the place, so it can be destroyed as well. So yeah, there's that. So next up, I'd say I'll dig further and actually build the proper magazine. And we want to have a little, let's say, window or viewing area for it, and have the magazine partially exposed. And yeah, we're gonna make it to up here. Very random position. There's bees. They're still here. I need to bring them back to safety. Can you believe it? The irony of this is kind of mind-boggling. So, Shadow Tech, aka Pobby Tech, could not be defeated by Mojang, right? Nothing could stop it. But Hermit's just simply digging straight through my update suppressor here can? I guess. I have a new bedrock hole here, and I just wanted to shovel sand. And I come here, and the update suppressor is actually destroyed. And we have this box here. Um, I mean, I was cool with giving up all my farms up here already for the hub, but now the update suppressor? Oh, I mean, back to the perimeter. Let's go back to the perimeter. Let's not think about it. Man. Yeah. Inside the perimeter there I feel safe. We're slightly outside of it now. But, that still counts. And we have another hole I dug. I recently like digging holes. And yeah, right here where we have our hole, actually is the exit station for our magazine we made. Right? We have the water elevator coming up. And then I said I want to create a magazine like that to store more creepers in. And it's pretty tall. And down here you can see the detection system. We see that later in action. Maybe if we pump this whole tube full, we might have to do it just for testing. But when the tube is full, this pressure plate will be pushed and trigger this redstone line, as I explained before, and send everything into the fire and not into the magazine anymore. And the magazine is open here to the front, so we can have a look in. And we have kind of a similar exit system here on top. Once again, scaffolding that is waterlogged with track on top to make a minecart snap up. But this time we can control the output by having this fence gate right there. And if it's closed, nothing can bypass. And if it's open, plop, stuff can snap up and make it over here. And right here, we now need to start building the next component of Project Skyfall. I'm up here at my very well organized storage system. Don't call this a chest monster. Come on, this is perfect. I call this very well organized chaos. As a matter of fact, I can randomly find any block I need to find now. I don't know. Doc, find me a gold block. Boom. Uh-huh. You see? I didn't even practice that. Could have been pure luck just now, or at least I know areas where things are. My redstone stuff though is well organized. Everything here nicely tucked away, right? So yeah, I reprogrammed our automatic potion brewing system here to make us splash potions of regenerations. I'm gonna make a double chest here. I think that should do the trick. And yeah, system is running right fully automatically. Right now, next up is the redstone dust. And then actually this chest should be full and the thing should automatically stop. But yeah, we're gonna load it into some shulker boxes and take those potions with us. We're gonna need a bunch of potions. We're also gonna need turtle master potions. Grabbed some scoots from our turtle setup over there, where the turtles still voluntarily drop their scoot and just magically vanish. It's amazing. And yeah, we're also gonna need slow falling potions, and for that I was hunting some phantoms. Phantom membrane that is used for brewing that. And yeah, the brewing is ongoing, but we're not done yet. We need to extend our setup even more. We added something now. It's like it's an insane project again. But hey, if we do it properly. All right, whatever we're doing. I guess some of you are still guessing. Okay, keep the suspense. Don't look into the comment sections in case you fear spoilers. But leave comments. Good for engagement. You know the drill. Okay, so we got our thing up here. The crazy tower. And now we got this cobblestone wall reaching all the way down. It is connected to the setup up here. and it actually goes down into the tunnel, we dug right at the get-go. So it's kind of, we're going full circle here. Yeah, it ends up down here. And with that setup, we will trigger more things that will be going on down here. And then, we're not only going full circle, then we're going literally hyperloop. Oh man, I can't wait. We are getting there. We are getting there, guys. And guys, I'm trying to recover at the moment. And I just had one of the most wholesome moments of my life. And it was... It's related to these eggs in my hand here. I'll keep them. They're precious. They're my most precious possession. Those eggs. Wow. So what happened was, Karin was ready to leave with Docky and was getting prepared, and I had Docky on my lap, just flying around real quick, going back over to my village, and wanted to grab more iron. Landed there, and there was a chicken, and all of a sudden Docky goes like, "Aya, aya." That means eggs, right? And recognized the eggs in the game, and all of a sudden kept on going. Goes like, it's like, what? Points to a horse on the screen, and we keep on going. Recognizes a pig and a cow and all the animals in the game. Pretty much all the animals they know in real life already. They, recognized in the game. Even like a spider we saw, or a bee. Like a bee was flying about, and Doggy goes like bzzz and waves their hand like that in the air. Bzzz. That's what Doggy does when they see a bee or fly or anything insect like. Oh, that was cuteness overload and wholesomeness overload. Like I had to cry for a while. I couldn't stop. It was just so beautiful to be there with your child in your world, and for the first time, in your Minecraft world, and for the first time your child somehow grasps what's going on. I don't even know how to describe that, knowing how much Minecraft means to me. I mean, it changed my life, and it's literally what I do. So, it was pretty amazing. But I wanted to share something more, a little bit private, because you guys have been requesting it. We have our tomatoes going on, and you might think, Doc is exaggerating, he's just playing it up with the tomatoes and stuff. Maybe it's just for the show. Okay. So here is some actual footage of my real garden. Let's check out what my tomatoes and veggies are doing. Tomato and plant update, garden lovers. Oh yeah, look at them. From the last video to now, they are 5 times bigger already. Here's my experiment. Those tomatoes here in the front I will not clip. There's some herbs. The cucumbers are going absolutely wild already. Yeah, there's some cucumbers in there. Yeah, they're growing. And here there's gonna be a huge tomato too. Also not clipping it. Soon I need to support some of the branches that are growing right now. This will also not be clipped. Peppermint is growing well. Here in the back is the real tomato deal. Those I'm clipping and growing them with 2 main branches this year, just to try. Some I grow with one same species, and then I can compare, how well it went. There's more. All are growing nicely. Those are also growing nicely. And this one back there, I thought would not recover, but it's going. Oh yeah. The test beanstalks. More tomatoes we had over, and we were just planning to let grow like that. But then I hooked up a watering system, and I'm taking care of them now. Zucchini. All kinds of other veggies. Oh yeah. And here, the proper beanstalks. They're gonna be epic. Finally, I defeated the snails. I put some rings around and let the small plants sprout. But the beans are growing so quick, I already missed the time window to take it off, so I'm gonna leave the plastic cap in, no problem, but the other ones I can still grab. But yeah, the beans are coming, and the peas. Ooh. Yeah, on the weekend I'm gonna go through and, you know, remove some of the stuff that's not supposed to grow. Broccoli is going. Strawberry time is pretty much over. Taking off a huge field here. I might reduce that a little bit. Don't need that much. Yeah, man. More tomatoes and stuff growing here. That is actually an experiment we're doing this year. Growing potatoes in stacked pots like that. Here's potatoes and there's more potatoes. The corner, regular growth. Yeah. Things are happening. And then last but not least, here our small raised bed where we grow some stuff for the funs. Oh yeah, there's some cucumbers in there, some salad, a mixed potpourri. Oh yeah, more tomatoes there. Oh yeah, gardening time, baby. Yeah, gardening time, baby. Yeah, so you see, I actually do like growing veggies, and you know, we're expanding our setup every year. I do that together with my neighbor. We enjoy, you know, hanging out together and gardening, goat style, you know, grind, optimize, automate together, right? And you know what's cool about gardening? If you have a little spot, you know, maybe on your windowsill or on your balcony or whatever, you don't need a garden. Start growing some stuff. It's really cool. It's asymmetrical to what our society is today. Fast-paced, fast consumption. I want things now. Short videos. Well, not on my channel. But you know what I mean. And the plants, they have their own pace, man. You can maybe throw some fertilizer on there and make sure they're watered and kept nicely. But, you know, they will grow at their own pace. And you will require patience. And eventually, they'll turn into something amazing. So yeah, you know, it's a good thing to kick back and relax. But you know, also a good way to kick back and relax is of course playing some Minecrafty. And yeah, I'm really liking how this whole area here turned out now. The whole creeper farming array with the add-ons we created today looks absolutely slick. I added some, you know, decorative blocks on top of the Piston Bolt, which was also kind of a funny coincidence just now. I'm hanging out in Psycraft Discord and see in Psycraft Open public chat Inspector Talon hanging out, you know, the guy who came up with the concept of this new layout for rails here, right? He called it the Demi Bolt back then. It was quite funny, and it's like, hey man, good to see you. Hey, I just built your Piston Bolt setup on the Hermitcraft server, and he was really happy about it. It's like, oh really? I was hoping for that maybe word gets spread a little bit more. So you know, it's crazy. So cool. So shout outs to you again, Inspector. It's nice hanging out a little bit, although I didn't have too much time, unfortunately, this morning, because, yeah, we're still busy here. I did some minor changes to the setup here. Did some more testing and saw some gunpowder could maybe get stuck up there, so I changed how we switch the water flows here. Now I'm just using pistons in full blocks, and that's better. Now the gunpowder farming works perfectly flawless again. And I added another little thing up here, which I thought is really practical. We have actually a trident here. It's a good one, the zapper. And you know, we can do this now. Oh, okay, that was a bad shot. If you're not such a bad shot as I am, I guess. Okay, we actually failed twice to hit this target. There we go. It could be practical. So anyways, you can just hit this target up there, and that actually activates the creeper farm. Here we go. Hey. Alright. And we can also shut it off again. No, I didn't. Hey, here we go. Wow. I really need to do some target practicing. But yeah, it's like with the tridents, right? They have a bit of a bigger drag, and if you don't use them for a while, You have to get used to their trajectory or trajectory again. But yeah, I have this up there now to turn the farm on and off, which I think is really, really cool. So now, obviously, we are working our way towards the culmination of everything we did today. We built pretty much 5 different things just to achieve one goal. So, and the veterans of the channel know where we headed with this. This is obviously a creeper accelerator. A very precise one. And if you remember season 6, we did something similar. We had ninja creepers, but we had a lot of problems with the system. It was the first prototype. It was way bigger and bulky and everything was clunky, and we had to have players on. There was a lot of what ifs. This thing now is perfect. We'll add a system to it that it can actually shoot when I'm not on the server. You know. So Pesky Bird right over there and his buddy Elf Boy, they love to troll the whole server and loved their flying creepers, right? Didn't they? And spook everybody. And then on top, you know, the whole diamond fiasco, where they started this crazy competition for no reason and almost made the whole spawn look like an absolute mess, you know, and the waxing of my copper and the trespassing in the perimeter causing holes and, you know, skeleton horses of the apocalypse to spawn. All of that motivated me to do everything we did today, and there's more. Because, well, now you would say, well, Doc, okay, this is far. If you want to, say, shoot some creepers over there, you know, like, it would only work if green is on and if players load the area. In theory, yes. Practically, though, no. So we got this line going down. I told you it will be hooked up to something else. And we also need to load the cannon array up here with TNT. Every shot will only consume 34 TNT. Like in our last array, I don't know, we used way over a stack and even more, and it was way less slick and precise. But we look at everything in detail, don't you worry. But first, I want to show you one of the most cool things ever made on the Hermitcraft. Something like that never existed on the Hermitcraft. So down here, we have a fully functioning chunk loading grid. Check it out. I'll explain how it works in a second, but here we actually will be able to keep this area, the trajectory of the creeper loaded all the way to over here, right under Bird Rock. Yes, indeed. So, what will happen is, and you know, for this thing to work, we have one center portal here, this guy here. This is the only one that needs to be activated to make sure we have the system running. All the others are turned off and off by an automatic system, only when our cannon is in use. It will not, you know, run the server or, you know, run problems on the server or cause lag or anything. It's tested a million times, and it's only switched on and off temporarily. So I'd say we go to the nether side. That might give us a better idea what's actually going on here. So this is our main portal. It all starts here. And we talk about these insane chunk loaders in a second, because they are cool. So compact and nice. So here, let's check it out. Yeah, those are the 2.0 versions of Dark's, and I will also put a link to his channel and the video in the video description. Check it out. Dark's portal loaders. Remember at the start of the season I showed you a version with a boat, and this is the 2.0 version by Dark. It uses minecarts, and yeah, it's even a smaller footprint and is more reliable. Although I never had any issues with the boat chunk loader either. It's also very good. But yeah, this one here is just slick. Minecart pops up here and go through. We will activate all the chunk loaders in a second. But yeah, here, this is the constantly active portal we just came through. And as you can see, it has a target block here. right? We shoot an arrow from the overworld, hitting this target block. It triggers, and then there is a long delay circuit, well over a minute or a good minute, where this all stays turned on. And it has also spam protection. You know, when we keep on firing the cannon, it will not constantly trigger or do weird stuff. It will just stay loaded and then wait a little bit. Okay, no more firing. Boom, turns off. And yeah, how does chunk loading even work? Well, all these portals here are perfectly aligned and connected to the portals you saw in the overworld. And a portal always loads a 3x3 chunk area around them. So by chaining these portal loaders like that, we can actually load huge areas, and that very quickly and super reliably. So yeah, I'd say we just go to the other side and we activate the chunk loading grid. And then you can also see how this all works. You can see the two fires here, you know, crazy stuff. So you can see here, when this thing is activated, minecart gets dispensed here by this dispenser, and there is also a hopper minecart glitched into the obsidian here, and there is a hopper below here that points into this dispenser. So minecart gets dispensed, immediately scoots forward a little bit and touches the portal with its hitbox, and then goes to the overworld, you know, to the nether side. You can see it's vanishing, it's going to the nether. Over on the nether side, it comes through, touches the fire, gets broken into item form, and as it is an item, it can immediately travel back, lands here on the block and gets sucked up by the hopper minecart, put back into the dispenser, and this way we keep the rotation loop going. Really slick design. So yeah, here is our connection, right? If I press a button up on the cannon, you know, and want to get ready to fire the cannon, the signal will instantly travel down via these walls here. Instant signal transfer like we use in the elevator. And yeah, then shoot an arrow through this portal up here. And yeah, we will manually do that now. We shot an arrow through, and that arrow keeps its speed, velocity, direction. Roughly, it's good enough. It's, you know, not always super precise, but it will always hit. And as you can see, now everything is lit here. What happened is the arrow hit the, you know, target block. This got pushed down, as I told you. The delay is on, and now all these chunk loaders are running. You see that? This one is running, and they're all connected to our portals in the overworld. And with this last one here, we are loading all the way to Pesky Bird Rock. That means now we can reach it at any time with infinite precision. And by infinite, I mean infinite accuracy, pinpoint. Yeah, this is so cool. So something like that, in that form or shape, never really existed on the Hermitcraft server before. A huge extensive chunk loading grid. And here you can see, right, turned off, and the timer is run off. We had no more continuous signals coming in from the cannon being used or fired. Therefore, the whole chunk loading grid shuts down again. Yeah. And it's actually a pretty beautiful room in here. Used again our normal cheap building blocks for everything. Made sure the floor is spawn proof, right, with the glass. And yeah, we're somewhere in the nether here. Not gonna disclose the exact location of this in case Pesky Bird wants to sabotage. And it was relatively complex to make sure all these portals are lined up perfectly, you know, and not messing about. But yeah, here we are, we're coming back. Right, and now you see the portal grid pretty much mirrored. There was one portal to our right. This is this, and you can see there is netherrack just burning there, right, on two sides, just to be sure. The minecart shows up here, gets broken, and goes back. And all these other portals are the same, right? Only this one, only this one here has the dispenser set up in the overworld to keep everything loaded and to keep things stable, and all the others are just minecart breakers, as all the active chunk loaders or chunk loader setups with the minecart are in the nether. So this is connected, and this way we load it. Right now, when this gets loaded, we can bring up our chunk borders, right, and you can see like this is here in the middle, then it loads a 3x3, so the next adjacent one. And then we go further back, we have another one here, it loads a 3x3, so those two, and you know, the area around. That means it's fully connected, right? This area is loaded from here, plus this, and then we have this and this covered by the next, and it continues like this, next, and so on, right? It's always perfectly spaced out, all the way back there. Enough talk, guys. Enough explaining. Let's do some testing, shall we? So the system is obviously created to mass name creepers, so it needs to be pre-primed. So, you know, let's turn on the creeper farm, and we need to do one thing. Normally we don't have to do it when I'm fully running this, but we need to quickly block this here when we get the first creeper in there, because it will dispense an empty minecart if it's not pre-primed properly. Alright, creepers are coming up. Let's send a few over. We actually don't need many, just need a few. And now we can actually turn off the farm again right away. There we go. Okay, and now let's grab a name tag, and yeah, let's name him in honor of Docky's enlightening today in Minecraft. We name it Docky. Alright. So yeah, let's test the system. Boom, pull one single creeper out, works perfectly. And yeah, now it shines. You know, we can stack tons of them in there, pull a single one out. Yeah, we named this guy, and yeah, see, here's the empty minecart that dropped now, that we can take out. Otherwise we would have an empty minecart in the system. We don't want that. Alright, so yeah, that's the one option. That's the one option. Just a normal creeper, right? So here, boom, send him away, off into the magazine. Well, there's a little more to this system though. Oh, I unintentionally pressed. Oh, as you can see, there's particles at these creepers up there. When the lightning strikes, they automatically get hit with healing potion. This one down here didn't get hit. So yeah, let's take him out real quick. Oh, a charged creeper head actually. That's nice. Oh yeah, we can get a few more. Okay, I should catch the next empty minecart again. And yeah, then we're good. Well, normally you operate the system like that, right? You get the thunderstorm, charge all the creepers, and then start selecting. You don't have one down here already. So yeah, anyways, let's bring one down. Now we got a charged creeper here, who's still regenning. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, Chloe Boy is named. Off we go, and so on. Now we are in mass production mode, right? We had the name tags here. We named, send him off, name, send him off, name, send him off, and can fill up our magazine like crazy. Well, that was not smart. That was absolutely stupid what I just did. Now we have a charged creeper here. Yeah, bad. That's what happens when you try to explain and do things at the same time. We don't... I don't want this guy to blow up. Okay, wait. Let's get a little bit closer. Alright, off he goes. Wow. Oh my god. Alright. Now we go to the magazine. We go up to the magazine. And we should have creepers in there. But we gotta be a bit careful. We cannot get too close to it. Otherwise it can blow up. Oh, baby. Oh. Yep, indeed. We got a charged creeper in there. And you can see now how close the minecarts stack together. Right? There's a creeper, there's a creeper. I think one in between was... No, yeah, none of them was an empty minecart, I think. Alright. Yeah, that's Docky. That's the first creeper we did. Yep, that's Docky. Let's go up here. Alright. Thunderstorm stopped. Perfect. Hey, don't disturb our experiments. Alright. Now Docky is placed in there, ready to being launched. Hey Docky, how you doing? All fine? Alright, good. Fire. The next creeper is in the chamber already. Let's see where this one ended up. I wonder. Oh. Huh. How did that happen?